Well, I went and got myself some pool filtration sand for substrate. I'm going to get myself some anaerobic bacteria going in my tanks. That way I won't have to water change as often. I'll have to enjoy my fish instead of laboring over them all the time. Well, it's back to the old rinse the sand. Everyone's seen this before, hopefully. You just run the old hose through and stir it up until you rinse it up clean. But pool filtration sand is a lot easier to clean than clay sand, and it's a lot bigger as well. And you stir that up nice and good. It's pool filtration sand's a lot easier to clean. As you can see, it's not even close to as dirty as what clay sand would be. You had to rinse it over and over and over to get it to come even close to this clear. And this is the first go with this half a bag. Probably only needs 2 rinses when I looked at it. Anyway, there we go. All 4 bags cleaned and ready to go in my tanks. A little peek at my pond. Algae floating on the surface. Goldfish are having fun. There's still plenty of lily pads up there a little bit, but they were giving hell this morning. Laying a bunch of eggs they were, I believe. First tank to get converted, Wilma's tank in the front room. Hey Wilma. I'm gonna pull the plants out. Pull a bunch of the water out, because when you put the sand in and you leave the water there, it's just gonna overflow, because as you put it in, the water will rise. Well, I removed the plants and ornaments. Only thing I got left in there is a couple filters. I'll just move those as I fill up. You just use a cup like that. Go in nice and slow. And you will. Just fill it nice and slow, that way you don't dirty the water. Don't want to upset the fish too much. Well, my white won't try to bite me. It takes time, but you get the point. Gonna need a couple inches of that. I'll get back to you when I'm done. As you can see, I got the sand in place. It's made the water a little murky, but as you can see, 3 inches of substrate now. Some places a little more, but it's good enough. 2 inches of sand on top of what I had there should do the trick. Right, Wilma? I want your ornaments back and plants, huh? Yeah, all right, I'll fix you up, bud. There we go, got the ornaments back in there. I put some of the plants back. And I noticed the glass was full of algae. So I took my scraper and scraped it down. You can see how full of algae it was. This here's all green along here. Well, that'll put the algae in my substrate column. What am I pointing at, huh, Wilma? And the water's a little cloudy, but that'll clear up real easy. And I got some extra plants. And a good hunk of wood. Yeah, I got one wood in there. That's good enough for this little 10-gallon. Straighten up the filters a little bit, and I'll call that tank done for now. After all, it looks pretty good. Like Father Fish says, now that you've got your tank converted this way, never ever vac the substrate. How he says is leave it alone, he says. Leave it darn alone. I'll see if I can patch that in here. And I got my 10-gallon in my room done as well. So I got 2 10-gallons and that 20-gallon done with those 4 bags, and I got maybe 5 pounds left in the bucket for when I go get more for my other tanks. Well, got my 20-gallon quarantine tank done with it. Just let there be a lesson to shop around before you just quickly buy stuff. I bought 4 bags of this 20-pound filtration sand from Canadian Tire for $12.99. And at Home Hardware, I have to wait for it to come back and order it in. But you can get 50 pounds for $13.99, just $2 more. That 50-pound bag would be enough to do Flanders and Homer's tank over there. They're hiding as a couple of parrotfish in there and my tiger barbs. A little dark, you can't see much. But yeah, I'm going to order one of these bags and see what that's like. And then my other option is construction sand from the gravel pit. I might try some of that stuff too. And a little word from Father Fish about capping what I'm doing, how I'm doing it.
Adrian said I just put a sand cap on my loam-filled gravel bottom tank. The algae is melting away and the plants are doing better. Amen. That's right. It works. And it works because you're giving the system a chance to go anaerobic, which allows it to break down that mold that's in the gravel. By capping the gravel with a couple of inches, oxygen can only permeate about 2 inches. After that, it goes anaerobic, and that's where all the waste gets broken down. So you're on the right track, Adrian. Good job.
Anyway, I'm going to add one of his videos that talks about the substrate and all the microorganisms that live in it. It's a really informative video. I'll add it to the bottom of my video.